Hello and welcome to another edition of the Dashawns2cents, your number one source for movie and TV news and my opinions on it. Let's get first right to the big news this morning. The Men in Black trailer was released. So underwhelming. I don't know why most of my friends on Facebook are saying, "Oh, it's gonna be amazing." It's gonna bore the hell out of me. Just the plot doesn't seem interesting. Time travel. Whoop-de-doo. Will Smith, I'm tired of you. Go away. But Tommy Lee Jones looks awesome. The good things I can say, Tommy Lee Jones looks awesome. And the thing with Andy Warhol was kind of funny. But the plot's kind of confusing. I don't really get it. Why we need a third one, I don't have any idea. I'm not being negative. I love the first one. Had it on DVD, had it on VHS, DVD, and loved it. I watch it all the time. Second one was alright. Third one, this is not going to be good. I don't know why Columbia Pictures are trying to do this. I mean, Sony mostly trying to do this. They're not going to get it. I know once you get Will Smith, this put my dog over here. I know you get Will Smith back, and we've had all these issues with the script and the reshoots and all that. It's finally going to be on again July. I don't see it as going to be a money maker. I see it as the flop of the year. And that's probably the end of Men in Black franchise. Hate on me all you want. Maybe I'll give the movie a chance. I will give the movie a chance to impress me. Yes. Never needs to go in the box office. Oh, the Vorax dominated with $70 million. It was the best opening ever for a non-sequel animated title. That is pretty damn good. Making it back in 2010 showed me more money. But pretty good for Universal. They've had good kids movies lately. Despicable Me opened very well. The Hop opened very well. And then next year they had Despicable Me 2. So look out for the Lorax Part 2. And also number 2, Project X was I saw this weekend because I said I'll see one movie a weekend for you guys. And my review is a thumbs up. Thumbs up for me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a classic Eper Roper. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up, I give it. It was made for 12 mil, it'll be 20 mil, so give it 3 winks, he'll make back his budget. So, Todd Phillips, he's a never, man. Old School did well, Due Date did decent, Hangover did fantastic, so when it comes to comedy, I say get Todd Phillips on the phone. And Dr. Ballard dropped a pretty good amount to number 3. And Safe House number 4 with 7.2 mil. That is now Denzel Washington's highest grossing movie of all time. And Tyler Perry number 5. And number 10, The Artist at 3.9. I know I'm jumping, but The Artist jumping a lot because the Oscars and winning the Best Picture and all the awards. Jumped 2.9 million, pretty good for being only in 900 theaters. And also Journey 2 winning the foreign box office again, making a shitload of money overseas. It's doing decent over here. Still number 6, still hanging on there. Look at The Vow dropping number 7, crazy. So Journey 2 is kicking ass. The Rock is still a big commodity now. So yeah. And also I have a couple of reviews I saw during the weekend. I saw Mike and Marilyn. My God, Michelle May's performances. Marilyn Monroe was amazing. And it's just something you gotta see. Comes out on DD March 12th. Mike and Marilyn, great movie. Kenneth and Branagh, Laurence Olivier, great movie. I give thumbs up too. Young Adult with Charlize Theron, a weird dramedy written by Diablo Cody. Directed by Jason Whitman from Up in Air. So it's Patton Oswalt as a actor finally gets his just due in lead roles in a movie, and he does pretty damn good. So check it out. I don't know when it comes on DVD, but check it out. It's pretty good. Thumbs up there too. So we don't got much exciting news here. We have some casting news and some pilots. Some pilots we have. Amber Stevens from Greek. She played Ashley, one of my favorite dramedies of all time. Yes, I love Cappy. Cappy was awesome. It's called Joey Dakota. It's a romantic time travel musical. And didn't know that was a genre. The drama is based on an Asian show called Nanny Hollow, and it follows Stevens' character Maya, a documentary filmmaker who travels back in time to the 90s where she meets and falls in love with the rock star subject of her film, or when she unexpectedly returns to present day. She must find her way back to the past, reunite for love, and prevent his autonomy stuff. It doesn't sound like a plot that would allow for more seasons. This sounds like a Woofy plot, so I don't know. It's on the CW, so I don't know. Over CW News, Austin Butler from Lifetime's TV movie The Bling Ring has been cast in the male lead in the Carrie Diaries. Look places expansion kid, a bloating heartthrob, the ultimate insider who always plays the outsider. His presence at Carrie School will shake things up in a big way. Who the fuck cares? I do not. And not bad news for Cougar Town Bounce again. I say this right now. I say it on my show. I guarantee it. Cougar Town will be canceled. Bad ratings. Everybody's being casted for pilots. Dan Bird, my favorite young actors. Loved him in Aliens of America. He had a good guest run on Heroes. He was one of the bright spots of Cougar Town. And he's landed a deal in Louis C.K. Spike Burton's Untitled show. Spike Ferris, you know, from the late night. He had a late night show on Fox. And Louis C.K.'s great show, Louis. It's a multi-canic about an ensemble of young people trying to achieve their creative dreams in these high financial times. It centers on Fred, played by Dan Burt, a bright but broke film editor who can't stand stupidity and serves as a cynical observer of people in the horrible. Sounds pretty cool, but it's hard to get a show on CBS. We'll see where this goes. And 1600 Penn, another actor has joined the pilot. You know, it's about the family in the White House. Andrew Holland from Friends of Benefits will play the White House Press Secretary. And also in other casting news, Gabrielle Union has landed the lead in a BET pilot, single black and female. It's from the game producers Maria Black Akava, I don't know, some black names. I'm not being racist, I can't pronounce them. Maria Block Aki and Salim Aki. Okay, there. Carl's life or host of a popular Atlanta-based talk show. It seems like ever since Tyler, it might seem like I'm going off on a black tangent, but I'm not. I'm not going off on a black tangent here. Hold on with me. When I say Tyler Perry, I'm not going into blacks. Ever since Tyler Perry's Meet the Pains did really well, House Payne did really well. Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns did really well, and then he was Todd Cleveland did really well. Seems like cable channels like TV Land and BT bring about the game. The game did really well, surprisingly. See, like all these cable networks are trying to bring back the '90s sitcom, which I do like, and they're trying to bring back their own sitcoms that can do 10 to 90 episodes. They're cheap to make. You make a lot of them, and make a lot of good money. You make reruns right away. You have Anger Management coming out later this year. You have Scott Baio's show. Look at all the shows on TV Land. Those shows wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Heidi Cleveland. So everybody making this. There's too many TV sitcoms to commit right now. I can't. The 10 to 90 order retarded. I can't see. You also got Melissa Joey doing well. So we'll see how that goes. Let's go. I was on a little tangent right there. Let's go to CBS's Melissa McCarthy produced comedy. It stars her husband, Ben Falcone, who plays a single 37-year-old who loses everything in roadside collapse and ends up living with his parents, who are like, and he gets to play his parents. Former Numbers, and I loved him in Numbers. He was my favorite guy in Numbers. Judd Hirsch from Taxi will play the father of the downtrodden lead. Yes, Rocky, I do love. You do love Judd Hirsch? You do? You were a big Taxi fan. Oh. And House's Jesse Spencer going to headline the NBC drama Chicago Fire. It's another Dick Wolf show about the complex heroic men and women of the Chicago Fire. Cordell he'll play Matthew Casey, a firefighter who's a natural leader when putting out fires, but his personal life is messy. Oh, isn't that good? You can put out fires, but you cannot put out your personal life. Sounds like a little bit of Rescue Me, a little bit. Rescue Me didn't have women sometimes. They had a little certain women. And Dick Wolf producing this show kind of means bad news for Law and Order's view. And another podcast for Revolution, that big Eric Kripke, J.J. Abrams draw pilot for ABC, which you're going to get picked up. I know it's pilots are like Jon Favreau, for fuck's sake. It's a high-octane action drama follows a group of people struggling to survive and reunite with troubled ones in a world where all forms of energy have mysteriously ceased to exist. That's the last time saying this plot. Remember it. Revolution. Energy's gone. Remember that then. Twilight's Billy Burke has been cast. Played the dad in Twilight. And we got some other TV news and notes. American Horror Story news, because Polyfest this weekend, where some shows have like forums and stuff. This dog barking is fucking me up here. Oh, whatever. The show must go on, as we always say here at the Sean's 2 Cents. 10 minutes, 10 more minutes to go. 1 minute show. And if you're American Horror Story News, Season 2 will take place in an East Coast mental institution and center around Jessica Lange's new character. Also joining Jessica Lange will be Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, Lily Rave, and Zachary Quinto. Really cool. So they will return in October with a new cast and a story and location, as already said. And either was Alex O'Loughlin is taking a hiatus for prescription pain medication treatment. He'll be gone for 1 episode. And bad news for the Finder. You will not see it in its current time slot for long. After the March 8th finale, he'll be gone until April, until it moves to Fridays, and it'll be after Fringe. That's bad news for Fringe and the Finder. You're putting the Finder as the lead-in for Fringe? Yeah, unless they can grade for Season 5 of Fringe to be produced for less money, I see it going. But at least J.J. Abrams says he has a finale in mind for, an end in mind for Fringe, which I hope that he does have an end in mind for that. And happy endings, Brian Austin Green will guest star in the season finale of, Brian Austin Green will guest star in the season finale of Happy Endings. That's pretty cool. And once Happy Endings ends, Don't Trust a Bitch in Apartment 23, also known as Don't Trust a Bee in Apartment 23, with Kristen Ritter. Oh, it looks fucking awesome. Has a crazy roommate, and this one girl has to move in with her, and he had Jason Vanderbeek playing like Neil Patrick Harris. You remember he played himself in Harold Kumar? Well, now he's playing himself in this show. He's like James Vanderbeek, like egomaniacal. He always loves himself. It's pretty cool. He likes Kristen Ritter's like BFF. It's gonna be a good show and never a good show on ABC. ABC is getting great comedies. And Jeff Goldblum is joining Sarah Silverman's pilot for ABC as her ex-boyfriend. I don't know anything else about that. And Community returned a little early with animated episodes on Hulu. It'll be called Abed's Master Key, and all the main actors will voice their characters. It's about Abed gets hands on the Master Key to junior community college, and that's supposed to be what it is. And also in crazy news, 2.5 Men news, the always man-hungry Evelyn will have a lesbian affair. Oh, but that's not, you can't just have a lesbian affair. That just can't be the end of it on 2.5 Men. Her relationship will be with Lindsay. You know Lindsay plays Alan's girlfriend. And she played by Georgia Engel. And Alan has to explain to... What the fuck? God damn the son's name, Jake. It's been Jake about when he won that get match got twos. And he also has to worry about him dating his stepsister. So, Evelyn, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Let's go into movie news here. We got Scarlett Johansson is going to play Janet Leigh in the Stepping Into Psycho. Scarlett Johansson is going to play Janet Leigh in that kind of movie. Alfred Hitchcock going to make him Psycho. Also without Hawkins. Sounds like a pretty good movie. I need to see Psycho one of these days. And Katy Perry and Adele are up for a biopic about Paul Potts, who was a Britain's Got Talent contestant. So, I don't know. Katy Perry and Adele. Katy Perry voiced the Smurf. So, I think they're leaning more towards Katy Perry. So, we'll see where this goes. And Simon Baker from The Mentalist is going to star in a marriage comedy, I Give It a Year. This script's about a pair who has to go through trials and tribulations during their first year marriage. Sounds like a simple plot, but it's based on a script from Dan Mazer, who's best known for his first work with Sacha Baron Cohen, from Bruno and Borat and all that. So, that's pretty cool. And Tina Fey and Owen Wilson maybe team up for a mission. Paul Weitz, he's a good director of comedies and stuff. A mission will be an adaptation of a novel. They would play Portia Nelson, a missions officer at Princeton. Portia Nathan, a missions officer at Princeton University, who rises in her career as an Ivy League gatekeeper. However, her life and sense of control is thrown into spin after being a sexual applicant that's forced her to force some long-ignored souls in her closet. Despite her reservations, the pair begins an impertinent relationship that could threaten her job and everything she holds dear. That sounds pretty cool. And Owen Wilson will play a high school teacher who falls for Portia. Man, she's a 17-year-old and she's got a high school teacher falling for her. Tina Fey, I never did drama before. This sounds like a pretty cool drama. Let's see, where are we right now? 14 events. Okay, we can get to the last ones. Joe Kinnaman has been confirmed as the RoboCop lead. Okay. And Piranha 3D, there's an update on the release date. It will be released in theaters and VOD, but the release date is still to be determined. And Scream 5 they're still trying to make it. Kevin Williamson is out. He's not going to be the director. The director films is sitting out pitches for all directors, but everybody said no so far. And The Outsider, one of the top blacklist. It was last year's favorite unproduced screenplay. Blacklist is a group of unproduced screenplays. It is going to be in production. It's about a period action drama about POW in Japan goes to work for the gangster organization Yakuza. It's me from they're looking at director Daniel Espinosa, who's directing back to this so better. Let me show you up. This last year, The Blacklist is a whatever. Safe House director Daniel Espinosa is up for World War II Yakuza thriller The Outsider. The Outsider is a period action drama about a POW in Japan who goes to work for the gangster organization Yakuza. Okay, there, I got it. The Outsider made last year's blacklist of the favorite unproduced screenplays. Okay. The script is being written by Andrew Baldwin, who's also writing the Rogan remake for Nicholas Ren and Ryan Gosling. Okay, there we go. I got it. Told you I'll get it. And it's what I confirmed last weekend about the sequel. Disney still confirms he will not write or start a movie. An update on Sylvester Stallone and also Wolverine the Tomb. There's an interview with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He talked about his new projects. And he updated on the Tomb. Instead of like a prison, the prison will be a ship out in the ocean. So it's pretty cool. They have to keep from a ship on a prison. Makes it more different. Ship on an ocean, not ship in a prison. Ship out in an ocean. So it'll be pretty cool. And Bruce Willis will star in the action 5 Against the Bullet. It'll be about a Mexican politician who, after his father is killed by Joker Tail, hires the 5 best bodyguards from around the world to protect him through a contentious election. Okay. And Captain Bigelow has been on to Earth now called 0 Dark 30, which in military speak is defined as a very early start time, like 30 minutes after midnight. It's a big movie with Chris Pratt, Jill Arrington, and Jason Clarke. Will be released on the 19th. But they're filming in India, and some Indian people, a group of Indians are like in India, a right-wing group has stormed the set, and they're saying they don't like it because they're using India as a standard for Pakistan, which is their sworn enemy. They don't like that at all. So that's the news right now. Let's go on some gossip. I know I'm like a girl here. Told y'all that Yakuza news good. I know I fucked up there, but we got 3 minutes left in the show. Let's go. Nicholas Shane and Melissa Milano are expecting a baby. Are Jessica Simpson and her gonna have a play date? Oh, a little joke everybody's throwing out this morning. Everybody's throwing out a little joke this morning. And Mila Kunis is on the cover of Harper's Bazaar. And she doesn't get asked out a lot. Really, the hottest chick in the world doesn't get asked out a lot. She says she spends her time alone with wine and television, and says her wine's her best friend. Oh, I would ask you out. Give me your number. I will ask you out, Mila Kunis. I'll take you out on a steak dinner. I'll take you out for a steak dinner. Yes, I will. Okay, what else we got here? And Lindsay on SNL. Give her crap, and I say she bombed. I give her like a 7. I saw the monologue. I saw a couple sketches. She did decent for coming back. On that one prison sketch, kind of messed up her lines, but she decent, so I give her an okay. I say check it out. There's some funny sketches on Hulu. I haven't been checking out SNL this year. I kind of sketched some clips. I'm not really a big fan of SNL right now. But I have to address The Walking Dead last night. I have to address 2 things before we go. The Walking Dead last night was so good. Man, they killed him. They killed him. If you haven't seen it yet, they killed somebody, major character. Saddest thing I ever see. I have to address one show, Victorious, on Nickelodeon and iCarly. They're some of the most rarely written shows, and a lot of sexual innuendos for tweens. Why are tweens watching shows? I can watch a show as a 20-year-old and understand everything. They had one Breakfast Club like spoof Victorious did, and they like tacos were high and vegan was virgin. It was weird. And Victorious is actually funnier than most CBS sitcoms. Check out Victorious. It's actually a pretty good show. I'm not a pervert, but these 2 shows are weird. Even my sister agrees, and I had to check it out there. If your kids are watching Victorious and iCarly, check on them. Just watch it and listen. Dan Snyder, you sick freak. He's written all the big shows from 95 till now, all the big kid shows. He's one of the most successful. Amanda Show, Drake and Josh. Name every kid show on Nickelodeon, he's been a part of them. So and Zoe 101, the girls had short skirts. He's a pedophile. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a report out in 2 years saying he's a pedophile. He's a pedophile. I know I'll probably get shit for this, but that's why I'm here to create controversy. As Eric Bischoff said, controversy creates cash. We're at 20 minutes, so we're gone, mostly. So I like to say, like this video, subscribe, and also, let me get close to the camera. At midnight tonight, we are going to have the biggest video on dashawns2cents. We have something that no one else has. Norman has it. It's in his possession at midnight. He will upload at midnight Eastern time. The biggest video. The video you've been waiting for. It is coming. It is coming. It is coming. It is coming. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And it'll be uploaded 1 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be uploaded. Check us out. Bye.